Yo, Counter Attack Podcast with myself, Daps.
No Spence, but
Lamin.
Let's go.
Get me. Big up everyone. What do I normally say? I feel like I've not done this in ages.
Yeah, it feels like
Yeah, shouts out to everyone. Continue to like, subscribe, share,
that's the one.
all of that good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Lam, how are you, man?
I'm all right, man. Busy at the minute, man. It's a busy time.
I'm telling you.
I look like a Neanderthal.
Bruv, look at your hair.
My hair's all over the place. I got dust in my hair. I've been renovating today.
I'll show you my hair, bro. I've got a lot
That
of
is
hair.
long for you.
I've got a lot of hair.
That is long for you.
But I'm not even cutting it, bro. I might lock it.
Are you gonna grow it up?
Yeah, I'm not getting locks, but I'm just gonna trim it down just a bit. I'm getting it cut tomorrow, to be fair. No, but I don't cut it low. I literally cut it just a bit lower than this.
Oh, serious? What are you doing that?
Little
What are you doing
sponge.
that? Oh yeah, that's the sweet, sexy look, yeah.
Hey, listen, bro. Get me. I'm bringing sexy back, bro.
Trust me.
It's been gone for a minute.
No, I'm all right, man. Brother, like I said, I've just been literally just been trying to get projects gone. I've got a couple renovations going. And yeah, I'm trying to balance that with my day job and looking after footballers and all this other stuff. So and watching football, making sure I'm watching enough.
Yeah, Gibson.
You know, so it's all a little bit it's hard work, man. It's hard work, but it's good work. Do you know what I mean?
I'm telling you, man.
Hard work, but good work. But,
This is the thing, man.
What about you? What you been saying? I've been seeing you all over the airways. People, do you know what's mad? People been ringing me or messaging me saying, "Hey, Lam, see that Dapo, yeah? Those people from the Eds. You see that Dapo? You see, he's doing good. I like the things he's doing, you know?
Bruh.
Yeah, man, Dapo's pushing hard. Do you know what I mean? So I know you got a lot of stuff going. I've seen you
I've been
all
on.
over the web.
It's Thursday. I've been on 4 different podcasts this week already.
Swear down.
It's Thursday.
It's active.
Yeah, man.
It's
It's long though, man. But big up everyone.
Well, you're constantly talking, innit? And you like to chat. Daps. What's it called? Daps chat.
Do you know what's so funny, yeah? The misconception, because of all this podcast, is that I actually want to talk to people.
I know your angle. I'll say it flat, but I understand.
Do you know, like, the misconception that I want to talk to people. So like bare times I'll be out. Let's just say we're not out now. But
People
if I'm
pull
out,
you and just
people-
want to chat.
even
about
now, someone bugged into me in Asda about 3-4 weeks ago and proceeded to have a full-blown
a proper convo and you're
full-blown
thinking,
football conversation.
I'm just trying to get.
I don't mind a conversation like, hey, what's going on, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I'm in Asda at a certain point.
Yeah,
has
let's
to
just.
stop.
Yeah, cool. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Literally, he proceeded to just go, hey, man, I see what you're doing with the football thing. Love, man. Yeah, but hey, what you said about United, though?
And everyone wants your
What you
opinion.
said-
Yeah.
And I'm like, my opinion means absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
I get it wrong
yeah.
every single day.
Yeah.
But I also understand that people just want to talk.
Do you know what it is?
Do you get what I'm saying? So big up everyone.
It's a great.
If
It's
you
a
ever
great
see
topic.
me,
Like,
stop me and I'll chat to you still.
Do you know what? And I get that because I have people say to me, "Yeah, you're Lamin." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not." And they say to me, "Yeah, you know what? Listen to the podcast here, but you know you're wrong, innit?" I'm like, whoa, whoa! Buy me a drink before you say them sort of things to me. Do you know what I'm saying? I said, "Yeah, but I don't know what it is about you and Jose and you and United." And I'm saying, "Yeah, but you're not looking at the facts. You guys are all getting sentimental about it."
We're going to talk a little bit about Jose.
Jose's a talk of the town, bruv.
We're going to talk a little bit about him.
Jose's a talk of the town.
Where am I starting today, though? I've got a couple notes. It's going to be a quick 45-minute one, you know?
So you know what? Yeah, it should. Yeah,
Because I've just got somewhere to be, bruv.
Oh, you got plans, yeah?
I'm recording Hope podcast
Oh, serious?
straight after.
Okay.
With Joe Black.
So you're ditching us for Hope? Is that what's going on?
Hmm?
Is that what's going on? You're selling us short to have. How long are you going to be on Hope for?
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't be showing. No, God forbid, though.
I'm winding you up.
I can't do them 3-hour podcasts, you know.
Do
You know
you
those
know
people
what? It
that do
depends. It depends on
can't
the
do
topic. It depends on the topic.
Our first ever podcast, I think, was 2 hours. The one we did here.
Yeah,
It was 2
long.
hours.
Yeah,
Pure Arsenal chat.
pure.
And you know what's funny? I couldn't go back and listen to that now. I'd find it so.
it's too
I can't
long.
listen to a podcast now as it is. Like, you know, to this day, I've never listened back to like an Andy Cole podcast.
I'm
Our
serious.
podcast that we've done, never ever listened back to it.
Anyone.
I don't like hearing myself speak. Honestly, I can't stand it. So like what I do, the only time I listen to it is when I'm going through the video and I'll quickly
And you
go
just
through
yeah,
just to
yeah.
clip, just to
Clip
clip
bits.
something up. So I'll hear something. Okay, let me just clip that bit up.
But do you not think? Yeah. Do you know what? Because I have this thing. The way I sound to myself is not the way I sound when I listen to it.
Exactly. 'Cause I feel like I sound mad sexy. But then I hear myself back and I'm not sexy and I'm just like, I hate it.
I sound
Hate it.
because I sound really. Yeah. Anyway, it's what it is. It's
But,
what it is. Great times.
Where else am I gonna go with this?
Tell me.
Obviously, right now, so we're recording this on Thursday. It's Thursday, right?
Yeah, it's Thursday today. Yes.
And Tottenham are currently winning 1-0.
Are they winning, yeah?
They're winning 1-0.
That's superb.
Who scored for them?
You're going to tell me, Jose Mourinho. Oh, shit.
On goal.
Oh, is it?
Justin Adebayo.
Oh, they got Fulham.
Yeah. And Everton are drawing 0-0 with West Brom.
Okay.
Liverpool play Chelsea at 8:15.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I've seen a lot of pundits talk this week about this is a must-win for both teams.
For who? For Spurs and anything?
No, Liverpool and Chelsea.
Yeah, it is though.
You think so?
Yeah, massive. Massive. This game's huge,
Do you know what
bro.
I didn't clock here? Let me get the tape up quickly, yeah? You know, I keep saying I still think Liverpool are going to finish second, yeah?
It's harder, you know. It's harder
Mate,
than you think.
I look.
It's harder.
You know, I don't look at the table with it.
Yeah, it's harder.
I don't ever look at the table.
Because you're looking at the quality of the squad and knowing that they could go on a run.
Oh my
Liverpool
gosh.
could go on a run and they could probably win 80, 95% of the games they got left.
Bro.
But the challenge is, bruv, it's a long, the gap's big. The gap's getting bigger all the time.
Liverpool 7th in the league, bro.
Yeah. Where Arsenal? 10th.
Oh, yeah.
Or 8th.
Yeah, 10th. 10th. To be fair, Arsenal could possibly finish top 6. But that's a big ask. It's very unlikely.
Can you imagine?
It's
Liverpool
very unlikely.
are 7th. You put more money on them getting to 2nd or 3rd than you would do Arsenal going to top 6. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
How times have changed?
The only thing that play into our hand right now is the fact that, in fact, we'll come back to Arsenal. Liverpool, yeah. So they're 7th in the league, yeah. And I keep saying, no, I still think Liverpool will finish 2nd. I still think Liverpool will finish 2nd.
Yeah.
But they've got 12 games left, including today.
Yeah.
There's only 12 games left of the season. And they are currently, 8 points from 2nd. But you still got all those teams in between. But the saving grace is that I think they're going to put more. They're going to put together more of a run than
they will do.
Leicester, West Ham.
This is the thing. You
Chelsea,
believe in their staying power longer.
Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Everton I think is the one that might be a bit. I think they'll do better than Leicester in the next 12 games.
You don't think they'll do better than Everton?
Everton are a funny one, man.
No, I think they'll do better.
Everton
we say that now, and then it's 0-0 now. They might lose that game to West Brom. You never know. It's this league so unpredictable. But what I was going to say is that there's been a lot of talk recently. I don't know if we've spoken about this. And I'm finding it very disrespectful, yeah,
bro,
when people talk about Klopp being finished.
Yeah, it's this. You can't listen. Why do you listen to these people?
No, I don't listen to them, but it gets to the point where enough people
I suppose you can't not hear it, innit?
Enough people are talking about it. And it's mad. It's so mad to me, like, how quickly people want to just jump on and get an agenda.
Yeah, I know.
Do you get what
Everyone
I'm
wants
saying?
something to talk about.
Like, me personally, I'm a big believer in the fact that, you know, you don't just become washed overnight.
No way.
You know, I'm a big believer in that. You don't become washed over a year.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying? But when you look at what Klopp has done with Liverpool for like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So 3 years ago, last year it was Premier League. Year before that it was Champions League.
Yeah.
Watch the football.
No, I'm just watching what the engineer's doing.
Year below it was
I'm spying on you, Brent. No, I'm joking.
So it was Champions League last year. Premier League last year. Year
below
before that,
Champions League.
Champions League. Year before that, Champions League final.
And year before that, UEFA final.
So look, there's only so much you can do. Like, the reason why I said Man City at the beginning of the year we're going to win it was because it's so hard to match those levels. Like, the levels they've set over the last 3-4 years, it's not sustainable.
It's astronomical.
It's not sustainable. There's absolutely no way you can do that. The fact that they did it for even 2 years, do you get what I'm saying? Because 3 years ago they should have won it.
Yeah.
But, what do you call it? They weren't quite there yet. And then when they came runner up in the league, they should have won it that year. But Man City were just ridiculous. That's when any other year Liverpool,
and it was 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Any other year Liverpool in that league,
100%.
because Man City didn't drop a point from December to like the end of the season or something. They didn't drop a point. It was some mad thing.
Yeah.
The next year, they then go and win the league by far. They had it wrapped up by Christmas or by New Year.
Yeah.
So by the time we come back from lockdown, they were champions already.
Literally.
They weren't gonna get caught.
Yeah.
After that year, how you motivate those players again for so long. It's
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's motivation, man.
No. Shall I tell you how you motivate them?
Go on.
You
The legacy shout.
You freshen up the squad.
Yeah.
And you put a bit more where it's just like, okay, cool. Because these players have put so much, and bearing in mind, they've had pretty much the same squad for like almost the last 3 years.
It is difficult.
Almost the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to just shake things up in order to, in order to maintain those levels.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they could do it because those levels were too high.
Yeah.
And, we've seen greater teams fall after a year or two.
Do you know what's mad? Do you know what's mad about what you just said? I was watching, I'll probably send you the link to watch it, yeah? I was watching it in the background whilst I was trying to do some of the work I was doing today. Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher.
Yeah.
February 2020, last year.
Yeah.
Right? They did this thing about the greatest Premier League teams.
Mm.
And you know how everyone says, Klopp,
yeah.
Klopp's great. This team, Liverpool's best. They would beat the Invincibles. They would beat this and all this other bullshit that people talk about, yeah?
Mm.
They made a really good point. Gary Neville said Liverpool go on to win the league this year, which obviously they ultimately did. But the true test of whether it will be a great side will be whether what they do following that. He said, obviously they've had a great run. Mentioned everything we just mentioned. Champions League that they've won. Forget the things, forget the nearlies. Yeah?
Yeah.
But they've won, right? And ultimately, this team didn't feature when they was clearly going to win the league then, and they just won the Champions League. They wouldn't feature in the best teams ever in terms of like in English football kind of thing. And when you look at what Gary Neville was saying, absolutely spot on. Nottingham Forest won more European Cups than they have won their leagues. They're the only club in Europe, only club in the world that's probably happened to. How do you win more international competitions than you won in your own domestic? Do you know what I'm saying? So when you look at what Liverpool fans say all the time, oh yeah, but we won. Yeah, but Man City have got more of a claim to be called this period, even though for me, I believe Liverpool's strong team have got a better balance in their team because of the way they seem to play to Man City's strengths, yeah? Sorry, to Man City's weaknesses, and City's strengths play to their strengths. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they've got more of a claim. And ultimately, you can't really argue that. Because for me, but sorry, again, let me circumnavigate the point I'm making. I don't, my thing is this. Klopp's he's had an amazing run last 3 or 4 years. This season, they've dealt with something they've never dealt with before. He's not a bad manager. No one can, even if he looks like he's under pressure, guess what? Who wouldn't be under pressure? After you won the league, you won the Champions League, and all of a sudden now you find yourself 7th and you've lost more games this season than you lost in the last 4 years.
I've got a great example of that.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I've got a great example.
So, like, what are people talking about? It's just that, do you know where my mind went to, yeah? When what I just said there about nearlies, and forget the nearlies. If Arsene Wenger won a Champions League with Arsenal, if we beat Barcelona, yeah, Arsene Wenger would be very high up the list in terms of one of the greatest managers ever. Do you know why? And I reflected on it when I watched what Pep said the other day about we are winning because we have
spent
more money. Arsenal did that at a time when people were outspending them. Didn't really have money, still paying this nonsense, all this other shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Yeah?
I'm not gonna
Listen,
lie to you.
go on, what are you gonna say? Because I know what every Arsenal fan's saying, and I don't care what.
No, it's not nice about it.
Let me tell you, my thing, no one in the month of Sundays can shit on Wenger's name. Nobody. I don't care what anyone
now?
says. Yeah, now. You even more can't even shit on his name now. Because, to be fair, you can't say he had a bigger budget than we have today. You actually can't say that.
No, I respect Wenger, you know.
Everyone's got
respect
Wenger.
I'm not one
Oh
of
yeah,
those.
but Spencer always says, yeah, but he don't coach.
Oh, no,
yeah,
Spence.
But yeah. But guess what?
Spence
All right, imagine this. Look what he's achieved and he didn't coach. Imagine what he could have done if he did coach.
Do you know what it is with Wenger and why people remember how it ended?
That's the problem.
Yeah, because how it ended wasn't great. So that's what people go by and they forget everything else.
It's a joke thing.
But also, back to the whole manager thing and how people are just so quick to rub them out. It's the same way last year, people were just rubbing out Pep.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
All of a sudden,
like,
Pep's, what did you hear last year? Pep's finished.
Yeah.
Pep's finished.
And I'm just like,
Pep's finished.
Are you not all right? And there was this thing,
football.
Fraudiola. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He has to spend money.
And the thing is, do you know that whole spending shit? And I'm glad.
Man.
I'm glad he mentioned it in regards to, we spent money, because you still have to get those teams to play.
Literally.
We've seen Man City teams of the past spend mad money. We've seen Chelsea teams spend mad money.
Literally.
Everyone spends money, but it's how you get those players to actually
100%
perform and play. Like, they're going on a mad run right now, Man City, and people aren't talking about it.
Yeah.
They're not talking about it because
21 games unbeaten, bro.
And they're not even just bar 1 or 2 games. They're dispatching teams.
Yeah. It's not even close.
It's not even like,
So how has everyone got so bad?
mate. It's not even. For me, you have to give Pep respect, and I even wrote this down that we have to talk about it. Like, a lot of people, they respect him now because he's doing the business, but next year when it might not be happening for him,
What's gonna happen?
it's gonna be like, he's finished. Klopp's finished.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, where it's the first season, and if we go back to Klopp very quickly, in this season where it was always going to be difficult for him to match those levels, he's now had to deal with the injuries. Like, and it's not injuries, it's just defense. You also have to take certain players, midfielders, Fabinho and Henderson, out of midfield, put them in defence. So now your midfield's affected. Like,
but in fairness, I said this last year, and people thought I was taking the piss. I said, people forget because of City's money that they had the same problem. Maybe not to the same level, but they didn't have. Okay, look how long they had Otamendi as a centre half for. Do you remember there was a period people were getting injured and Pep still weren't playing John Stones? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He weren't playing a recognised centre-back, even though he had no centre-backs.
It's so mad how John Stones has turned it around, you know?
It is, but he's always had the ability to.
Mm-hmm.
He's always had the capability. So you've got to kind of look at it, and you've got to realise there's massive differences with this thing, man. Like fans are too easy and too quick, to judge. I've got people saying to me, Pep needs to go. Like, and I'm listening to people. I'm thinking, why are you even getting airtime? Like, what kind of nonsense is that? Oh, he's got to go. All right, cool. His mum's died this year. All right, let's not forget that. Let's just put that to one side. His mum's died. His defense has been decimated. His goalkeeper's been injured, then been informed. Now his goalkeeper's dad's died. Yeah.
Mum.
No, it's his dad. Alisson's dad died, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure Alisson's.
No, it's his dad. His dad died fishing or something. What'd you do? Pep couldn't even go to his mum's funeral. So why am I keep saying Pep? Jurgen Klopp couldn't even go to his mum's funeral. Bruv, are you telling me you're not going to be affected? Come on. People chat rubbish, man.
It was his dad.
Yeah, 100%. And you're wrong. 100%. People chat rubbish. You can't rubbish Klopp. Klopp needs to. If Klopp gets top 4 this season, he would have done a great job under the circumstances. But do you know what I also say to people? When I say Liverpool fans, when Arsenal were getting injuries to key players, the many years we would have injuries, and all of a sudden we'd have 5, 6, 7, 8 players missing, and we'd have to play a 17-year-old. And I forget what part of the pitch it was. It might have been up front. It might have been.
I'll tell you the one that really killed me.
Go on.
If there's an injury to one player, which absolutely killed us.
Eduardo.
Yeah. Can you remember
nailed on to win the league?
We were a sure thing.
Nailed on.
That one changed everything.
Everything. Geezer was, but that, again, it shows the impact. Geezer, and this I always mention this stat about Eduardo. Yeah. Eduardo coming to Arsenal, if he shot, he scored.
Yeah, I remember there was a mad thing about him.
It's a stat: 49 shots, 45 goals. Something stupid.
It was stupid, yeah. Like,
and at Arsenal, it was exactly the same.
I remember there was one time he missed a shot. It went wide. He just killed it. I remember holding up my hands thinking it's a goal, and it went wide. And even the commentators were like,
they were surprised because he was a finisher.
Oh my gosh, bruv.
Even at Arsenal, if he shot, he scored.
No, but do you know how much I loved Eduardo?
Oh mate, he was box, such a shame.
In the box, I'm not. This might be a mad shout, you know.
Go on.
And it might, if this is a mad shout, then just let me know, because I might just be in my Arsenal bag right now. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
In my time at Arsenal, in my time supporting Arsenal, Eduardo has been the best finisher we've had.
100%.
Okay, that's number one.
Best pure finisher.
I want to say this, but I feel like it's going to be a mad one.
Go on.
In my time watching football, I said, I don't know if I should say this. In my time watching football,
Careful with that. You're live on there, mate.
Do you know what? If I'm mad, guys, listen, if I'm mad, let me know I'm mad.
Go on, let me hear it.
But in my time watching football,
Ooh.
Eduardo
Ooh.
is probably top 10 finishers I've ever seen.
Oh, top 10. No, I'll take that.
I'm not going to say top 1
I thought it
because
was
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
extreme. Like,
I'm not going to lie.
in the best 2 or something. I go, what's that?
He might be top 5.
Name
Eduardo.
Name him.
I can't name them, but this is what I'm saying. There's
No,
too many.
no. Name.
I can't name them
name
because
10.
I can't name strikers.
Name 10.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. That's why I said I had to just say 10.
What?
No, I can name. I can
pure
name them.
finishers.
No, I can name them.
I can name 5.
No, I can name them, but I can't put them. I can name some that probably were good finishers, but it won't be in top 10. I'll just be naming them. Do you get what I'm saying?
So what are you saying? You can't. You just.
Off the top of my head,
Yeah, he's just at the level where you think
I think
he
he
could
would be my top 5.
Do you know what it is? I agree with you to an extent.
Name 5 finishers.
Name 5 finishers.
5 finishers.
Okay, I'll do that for you. Shearer.
Eduardo.
No. But, we're gonna go back and forth.
No. I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying.
Sure, told me that. If you would have told me that, I would have done
If you just name me 5 finishers,
okay,
I will just be able to just.
and not okay. Let's
just say
let's
your
put the
top 5.
criteria.
Just say your
Let's put the
top 5.
No, but let's not put people like Inzaghi in there because obviously they're like scuff goals. They're not. Okay, shot to goal ratios is what you. That's finishing, isn't it? How many shots did it take you to score?
Go on.
Right?
Just give me 5
Okay,
finishers.
so for me, I have to leave Shearer,
Mm-hmm.
Thierry,
Mm-hmm.
Eduardo.
No, take
Eduardo out. Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
Probably Robbie Fowler.
Oh, Fowler.
Probably Robbie Fowler. Yeah.
Robbie Fowler. Larry, you are pulling them out.
Yeah, probably Fowler. Yeah, but this is finishers. This is an art form, bruv. And you know what? It's mad because at his peak, he was unstoppable, bruv. But he don't get the credit he deserves.
Who?
Andy Cole, mate.
Oh yeah, come on.
He don't get the credit he deserves
Yeah, Andy
for
Cole.
pure finishing.
Now, so look, we got Andy Cole,
Yeah,
we got Shearer,
yeah,
we got Thierry Henry,
yeah.
Robbie Fowler,
and
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, finishers, bro.
Where does Eduardo rank amongst them lot?
That's
in your,
now a hard. That's
in your top 5.
That's now a hard.
Ronaldo.
That is hard.
Eduardo
That's difficult.
gets in above Shearer for me.
Probably just Shearer, in my opinion.
This is just okay. Let's stick with
Probably
Premier League.
just Shearer.
This is just Premier League we're doing.
Yeah, because I didn't go elsewhere.
Yeah, let's stick with Premier
And I
League.
did that on purpose.
So the top 5 thing in world football ever. That might be a bit of a
That's
stretch.
hard. That.
But even I don't even think it's a
You got
stretch.
batter shooter and you got.
Yeah, I don't even think it's a stretch. Okay,
You got
so
Eto'o and
let's go Premier League.
Even though
So
Eto'o
look,
misses a lot to score a lot, but go on.
let's go Premier League. You've just given me 5: Shearer, Van Nistelrooy, Henry, Fowler,
And Shearer. Oh no. Shearer, Robbie Fowler,
Okay, so Shearer,
Ruud.
Robbie Fowler, Ruud,
Thierry,
Henry, and Andy Cole.
and Andy Cole.
Andy Cole, yeah.
Andy Cole.
Eduardo.
Andy Cole. He gets the ball, scores a goal.
Andy Cole.
Hey,
Alright,
the
cool.
song not live, bro. The song
So
not
there.
live. Shout out Andy Cole.
Eduardo, for me,
Yeah.
gets above Shearer in regards to finishing.
I would tend to agree. I just thought Shearer was an emphatic finisher, brother. And he shot, he nearly always scored. So
This is going to be a mad one.
if it's
what
on
I'm gonna
target,
say.
Shearer scored.
This is a mad one, what I'm going to say.
Oh, careful.
Henry.
Oh, Daps, I don't know, you know.
Eduardo is for me, Henry's the better player all round.
Yeah, no. Forget everything else.
But this is just speaking levels to the levels of finishing.
Okay.
You don't get
Explain that.
45.
No, I know.
You-
It's mad. The stat was
45
just stupid.
Bruh.
It's just
No, but the thing is, Henry was clearly a better player. And this ain't me saying Henry's finishing was rubbish.
Do you know Eduardo had a very similar stat for Croatia?
No, bro, Eduardo
It was like 50 shots
Eduardo
and like
was an
42
absolute
goals or something.
madness. Eduardo was a madness, innit? That's anyway, bro.
So he gets it. So he doesn't get ahead of Fowler, doesn't get ahead of Ruud, and he doesn't get ahead of
Andy Cole.
But he gets ahead of Thierry, and So you think Thierry took more shots to score a goal than the rest of those guys?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to put him above Thingy as well, you know.
Who? Andy Cole?
No, Rude.
No.
I said no. I'm tempted to put him.
I ain't gonna
I'm tempted to put him in front
I
of
always
Ruud.
say
And
I
listen,
don't like Man United,
listen.
but
You know when I mention
Ruud,
strikers,
I gotta give Ruud.
You know when I mention strikers,
Yeah.
I put Rude.
Ruud is in the best 5 ever. Mate.
Rude is
No
an
fucking
absolute
word of a lie.
mad. You know what? No,
No
you're right.
bad.
He's not above Rude.
No word of a lie.
He's not above Rude.
Is in the best 5.
No, you're right.
Ever.
No. You're actually right.
No one can tell me nothing.
He's
You
not
lot-
above Rude.
You lot go start telling me, yeah, Benzema's like, no.
Forget
Benzema's
Benzema.
a waste.
We're not going
Say
there.
it again.
You know what? He's not better than Rude.
Yeah,
In
no.
terms of finishing, he ain't got. He weren't a better finisher.
What?
Rude, better finisher than Henry. Yes.
Yes.
Rude's better finisher than Henry.
Better finisher than
Eduardo-
Shearer.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
All I heard
Do you know what it is?
when I was
though?
growing up was...
That- Do you know what it is? You know what it is? That Robbie Fowler thing.
No, it's different. Robbie could be the best of the lot. It's
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
It's different.
I don't think people.
They don't... No,
I don't think
there's
people
not enough respect
really
there.
know. When we talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
finishers,
Yeah. Straight up.
Robbie Fowler
Straight up.
was an absolute madness.
Madness.
So I'm gonna go through that 5 again. Yeah. Andy Cole
So you agree with my 5? England or UK? Yeah.
in the Prem. So
You agree
okay,
with
so Prem because I'm gonna use this to snip it up.
Yeah.
So in the Prem, let's just say we've got Shearer,
Shearer.
Ruud van Nistelrooy, Thierry Henry, Andy Cole, and Robbie Fowler.
And Robbie Fowler. Fowler is the best
Of
finisher.
those,
Fowler's the best of them. Finisher.
Fowler for me
Yeah.
is actually the best finisher,
And then Ruud.
and then Ruud.
And then Andy Cole. In my opinion. Bearing in mind, and this is what I'm saying. But don't forget, and you have to kind of, it's what I'm saying.
And then Andy Cole.
You've got to chop it up a little bit because
No, and then Andy Cole.
I agree.
And then Andy Cole.
And then Thierry.
Shearer's last, and then Thierry.
But do you know
how
what
mad
people
that
say?
sounds?
This is
Do you
what
know how
I'm
mad
trying to
that
say.
sounds?
People say, yeah, but he got 300 goals. Yeah, I get that. He did.
Yeah, how
But-
mad that sounds.
Pure finisher. Robbie Fowler could be
I
the
put
best to do it, bro.
Eduardo above Shearer.
Yeah, you said that 5 times. You're,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
really
yeah.
emphatic
But
about that
now
point.
that I'm clipping this
You're
up,
really
I
emphatic
put
about that.
Eduardo above Shearer.
All I heard when I was younger was Van
I used to
Nistelrooy.
hate him.
Pause. Go.
Listen,
That's what I
used to
Van
hate him.
Nistelrooy.
In the box, I just knew.
Bruv,
I just knew.
as soon as, do you know what I used to play Pro Evolution, yeah? When I used to be active on the old consoles. And Ruud, I don't even think Ruud is even that good on the game, you know.
He's not.
But anytime he shot, yeah, anywhere in the box, he scored.
Mm.
Anytime, anywhere in the box, he scored. And you know them shots that you could overpower it and shit.
Yeah.
It was just mad control with him. It was just mad. Van Nis, do you know what? Robbie Fowler and Van Nistelrooy for me, the best 2 finishers ever to be in the Premier League. Those two, that one, Robbie Fowler edges it because of just. I don't know how the guy did it. It's, I don't know.
Okay, cool. So very quickly, we've got 20 minutes left. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I feel like we've spoken about it quite a bit already.
We have.
But
shout out Eduardo da Silva, though, man. What a player.
Do you hear Zlatan's comments
What did he say?
about the politics?
No, what did he say about it?
That sports people should stay out of politics.
Oh, he's right.
And people like, oh, you think so? See, I'm on the other side of it. And LeBron, and he's like, people like LeBron or something like that should just not talk about politics and just stick to football.
Yeah, but what's termed as politics, though?
Like politics. But then LeBron was just like, it's mad how they crossed over because obviously Zlatan is football.
Yeah.
And you know, normally the superstars of each sport, they don't really cross over.
No,
like
they don't talk
but
to each other.
the comments were saying just stick to blah, blah, blah. And then they took it to LeBron. And then LeBron was just like, nah, because I don't agree because I'm a voice for a lot of people.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
there's a difference.
So-
That's not politics.
So
though,
I
in my
can't
opinion.
just no. But when he says politics, it's everything. It's not just about who to vote for and blah blah blah. It's
Well, like,
Zlatan's basically just saying just play football, focus on football.
I agree that to an extent, but I disagree completely.
Like, and I'm with LeBron on this.
And
one,
2
innit?
seconds ago, I said I agree with Zlats. I
Yeah.
agree with Zlats, but I disagree. I don't think
It's like Rashford.
it's not universal.
It's like Rashford.
Exactly.
Exactly. Imagine just saying Rashford just focus on football.
If anything, Zlatan needs to do more for people.
To be honest, I'm not gonna say 'cause I don't know what he does.
No, that's true. But now I'm calling him out.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what he
Raiola.
does. Yeah,
Get ass, mate. Let's have a chat.
I don't know what he does, but the point I'm trying to make is that I think that people should, when they have these platforms, because the reality is people look up to sports people more than they look up to politicians.
Do you know what?
Listen to politicians more. So if you can, I'm not saying you should come out and you have to talk about whatever, but if you've got a platform and you can use it responsibly, then do it.
Do you know what?
Because think about how many lives Rashford has changed.
Yeah, I believe it's very heavily dependent on the cause.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I don't think basically Rashford's influence over what happened with these kids, yeah, is not necessarily because people listen to him, But it's because on a technicality, I could say he didn't do anything because obviously the government had to ultimately yield, and they had to ultimately change direction on things. But I don't think it's because people listen to him. I think they just got a lot of attention. It's the same as like musicians and that should do the same stuff if they know about these things. It's the same as even TV presenters. Obviously, people have a go at people like Piers Morgan and that. Yeah. No. But let me get my point across. So I agree with you. Yeah, very sort of tribal character. Yeah, very sort of divisive. Yeah, but people like that have a lot of attention, that have the airtime. They're the people that should bring they should bring the issues to the forefront a lot more often than they actually do.
The thing is,
but they don't.
No.
And it's not just Piers; it's all of them. They don't.
100%.
But then again, are they connected enough where they actually know the reality of what's going on?
I hear what you're saying.
I'm not sure.
I just think when you've got such a platform, because remember, a lot of these players, imagine having millions of people follow you.
Yeah.
Millions of people don't follow politics. So if you've got a platform to raise awareness about something, then I think it should be okay to do it.
No, I think you're right, but I think it depends because you've got different audiences. So Rashford's following is only polarized or even extrapolated because of he's a forward at Manchester United. If Rashford played for I don't know, Burnley, yeah, where the fanfare is not the same, the impact will be completely different.
I couldn't.
So for me, it's more about the attention.
I could almost
and the demographics of the people that are interested in this person's character.
I hear that, but why I disagree is because Lingard now, however many millions of followers, because he's at Man United, played for England, he's now at West Ham.
Yeah.
If Lingard goes and says something on his Instagram, regardless of if he's at West Ham, he's still got the access to.
But that's because he's already got the following. Okay, for example, what's his name? James Tarkowski or whatever his name, the centre back who plays, or Ben Mee. Right. If Ben Mee comes out and says the same thing, say Ben Mee was black. Because I actually think it changes with the coloration of the person. I think it changes.
That's because we are lit. And we are at the end of the day.
Wait, what?
We are lit. And we are the culture.
Wait, hold on. Say that again for me.
We are lit. And we are the culture which is at the forefront of everything.
Is that what's woke? What's that one?
Woke is like when you're just got a certain level of consciousness. I don't even like that term. It's like you got a certain level of consciousness.
Why are you looking at that time with so much disgust?
Because
what's about me?
Yeah. With bare contempt, innit? I just learned the word contempt, what it actually means.
When you learned that today?
No, I learned it yesterday because I was watching something. And
woke has got a problem with everything. Well, I say everything. Before I start having the woke people come after me, I'm not suggesting that's the case.
But no. All jokes aside, I think that if you've got the platform, and you mentioned Ben Mee, but Ben Mee still has a platform, probably got a bigger platform, and his voice will be heard more than the MP of whoever
of Burnley.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah,
100%.
Like it's more of a 100%. It goes worldwide.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I think that I'm not saying you should come out and just make it all about politics. Same way when Ozil was speaking about
that one's stupid.
Wait, you don't think he should have done it?
No, I think he should have done it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think the way that one was trivialized. But do you know what? I don't actually think. I'm still trying to work my head around why. I know why Ozil's one didn't get the popularity and the behind and the following.
Do you know what? It didn't get popularity here, but then a lot of people like who aren't in tune with anything that goes on, they would have learned so much just by hearing.
Yeah,
what said,
but do you know,
which is the point I'm trying to. I'm not saying
you're right.
Should now go out and with a megaphone and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, be active. No, you're right. But what I'm saying is that it's something that's happening on different shores. Whereas Rashford's one, if Rashford said something about something in Africa, for example, just say, I don't think it gets the same press.
No.
If it's happening here, if say for example there were Chinese people, on UK shores victimizing people who are Muslim, because they were part of the Chinese community as well, but they were Chinese Muslims or something. I think you'd get that situation would have blown up a lot more because it's on home shores, and it's always about how close stuff is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where people see it's relevant or not. Do you see what I'm saying?
I hear you. Ultimately, you're still raising awareness.
Yeah, Zlatan
which is nothing.
He said they should play football. No, they're people.
Okay.
People are human beings. They're people.
Much. Great stuff. So next thing, very quickly.
Tell me.
We're going to fly through these things. We've got 14 minutes left. All right. Man United got a draw yesterday.
Yeah.
And I saw a tweet from someone.
Yeah.
I'm just going to quickly get it up now.
You can talk. Yeah.
I saw a tweet saying it's interesting how last night was the first game of the season where I've seen the manager properly blamed across the board. So seen Ole properly blamed
By
across
everybody.
the board by everyone. Coincidentally, it was the first game where none of the usual scapegoats, Martial, Pogba, and
They weren't
Gea,
Yeah.
played a single minute.
Yeah, they weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because normally what tends to happen,
Yeah, but he don't blame them. But the press do, innit?
no, what tends to happen is that the fan base I've seen,
Mm.
and United fans are probably going to get at me, is that
No, but they should.
there's-
It's disgusting.
there's always someone who gets the blame
It's disgusting.
for a loss.
That
and never
club
the manager.
has got. To be fair, I can't say that because obviously they'll just go AFTV and all this other shit because of Arsenal. But that club, I've said it again. I've said it enough on here. That club is the blame culture that runs through that football club in terms of the fan base.
Mhm.
I don't. Obviously, it's not internal because obviously the club does not function like that. But the fan base are so quick to point at someone.
Mm.
I remember when they said Luke Shaw was shit. I remember that.
I think but very quickly on that one, I think Luke Shaw's benefited from the fact that they brought in Tellers because he had no one challenging him.
He had of course.
And I think that's why.
Absolutely.
But I don't think this Luke Shaw we see now would have been there. If they
But
didn't
do you remember I
bring
kept
that
saying,
person in.
you don't get bought by Man United Football Club for 30 odd million pounds, however much you will pay for if you're shit. It doesn't. They don't really. No, I don't know. Man United has bought one shit player. They might not have bought a player that's not been Man United level. No, they're not shit though. Come on,
Are you joking?
name me 5 that are shit. That are dead.
Bebe.
Which one?
Bebe. That Portuguese.
He weren't dead. He was a bit dead. He weren't just Man United level.
Jemba.
Hey, Eric. I don't think Eric was shit. Hey, bro. I don't actually think Eric was shit. I just don't think Eric's a mid-table. Eric was a mid-table centre midfielder. Mid-table club. Or maybe bottom off. Maybe Bolton.
I got one for you. Taibi.
Massimo. Again, I don't know. Like that one's hard because he comes from Roma. He was good. I think he. No, the joke was. I just think some places, like Ian Wright says, some places things just don't happen for you. Some places, it just don't fall for you.
They got rid of him very quickly
because he looked overwhelmed. He couldn't deal with this weight of expectation.
I was going to say another one.
And he had to replace Peter Schmeichel.
I was going to say another one, but that weren't really. I was going to put Cleberson out there, but Cleberson.
He won the World Cup.
Okay.
Don't worry, that doesn't make him amazing. But what I'm saying is that he's not shit.
No. That's why I weren't going to mention that one because Cleberson, I don't think he was absolutely rubbish. He just did.
What do you think of Anderson?
Anderson was alright.
Do you think he achieved what he should have achieved?
Anderson should have gone on to be one of the best at what he does in the world.
100%. Did you see him at Porter before he went to Man United?
He should have gone on. Because
unbelievable.
There were even times at Man United.
Unbelievable. You saw him like, wow, this guy.
Whenever I see him come up against Arsenal, I already knew what time it was.
Yeah. Do you know what the Man United song is about him?
What?
And the son is better than Cleberson. And the son. He's our midfield magician. To the left, to the right. Something. Hold on, wait, to the left.
You lost it.
But then guess what the last line is?
What?
But he shits on Fabregas. Can you imagine?
Behave.
I ain't gonna lie, Man United clubs, they probably have the best songs, you know?
Behave. All right, cool. So,
son.
Ole to blame for yesterday. And because there was no scapegoats.
Yeah, Souness ain't got no one to talk about.
And and where do you think they'll finish? Because they're second right now. Do you think they'll hold on to second? Because I'm hearing some fans.
I believe they probably will, you know.
I don't want to say that. So Billy, shout out Billy Piper. I got Billy shouting and telling me that it's going to be a struggle for them to finish in top 4 all of a sudden.
Nah, they will.
Okay.
Do you enjoy it? Don't get me wrong. They still have they still have enough to do, but they don't play very well, but they win games.
Okay, cool. Right. So, were you surprised by Arsenal's win against Leicester?
A little bit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was fully surprised.
Leicester been on form, but I knew it was a good time to play them after they just lost in the Europa.
After 6 minutes, when they scored their first goal, I was thinking, what?
No, but they didn't. They didn't look right though.
No.
What it was.
They didn't look right. But the thing is, you don't have to look right against Arsenal. You don't have to look right against Arsenal.
Good point. Not
too many times we let in. So City weren't great against us, but City just did.
But that's different.
No. I'm going somewhere with this.
Different.
I'm going somewhere with this. City just played within themselves. They didn't come out and give one because they knew we wouldn't have anything.
We weren't.
Yeah, they knew we wouldn't have. Aston Villa,
we
we conceded after a minute or so.
Yeah.
We never recovered.
But we was the better team.
No. But this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We were the better team, but we never do enough. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, fair enough.
When I saw the Leicester game, I think it's going to be another one of those. We concede and blah blah. Even against Benfica, bro. Benfica, we should have over the 2 legs. We should have got them out of here. Do you get what I'm saying?
Should
But we just
dispatch
make
them.
things difficult for ourselves where we just can't get going. But the Leicester one, honestly, bruh, we're gonna spend 2 minutes on this because there's other things we need to quickly talk about. Did you watch the game?
The Leicester game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruv, this is what I want to see from Pepe, bruv.
Yeah, he was aggressive.
Bruh.
Yeah, and everything he did was with purpose.
But to be honest, he's been getting a run of games up until the last 2-3 games. He's been getting a run of games and he's been looking good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he's justified the 72 million.
No, but he's settling. Bruv.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's justified the 72 million or whatever, but take away the transfer, whatever.
But don't forget, it's 72 million over 4 years, so technically it's 20 million a season.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you expect him to incrementally get better.
So like...
Or 18 million, wherever the maths is.
He's basically looking good, and like you said, he's settling in where he's actually doing all right.
He looks like he's got a place in the team though.
Against Leicester, that young left back, Thomas, I think it was, gave him a hard time, got dragged at half time. And then even after that, still like Ricardo come over.
Yeah,
they didn't have
an answer for him.
Yeah, and what I think a big part of it is who's playing with him. Cedric, as much as I don't think Cedric is the man going forward in regards to long term, him and Pepe exchanged 31 passes between each other.
Is that what the stat was?
Yeah, they complement each other well.
They do. That's what I was going to say. The balance is a bit better.
With Bellerin, Bellerin, you're just doing your own thing.
Listen,
do you get what I'm saying?
He's doing his own thing. Behind you.
Yeah, you're just doing your own thing.
Bellerin's in space, worrying about fucking worrying about whether a club's vegan or not.
Mate.
Geezer. Like,
that's it.
Fucking hell.
But also, what I do like, Odegaard's looking good.
Do you know what? You could see there is a lot to come.
Mate,
if we had him for a year, if we had him for a full season,
I'm sorry.
You could see that. No, but I'm actually not, because I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I don't know if Madrid long term is the right thing for him. Personally, I think he's got to go to and again, it's hard in Spain because if you're not at Barca, if you're not at Real, you're not at Atleti, you can kind of get a little bit pumped. You can get a bit quieter in it. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't really do a Cazorla and go to Villarreal because that's where he was from. Do you know what I mean? He was there, so it's a bit different. And the geezer's like Danish in it or something, or Norwegian or something. So, but you could see there's a player.
Yeah,
you can
100%.
see that there's a player.
I think he fits in well. I think he fits what we
he wants. He does what Arteta wants him to do. Yeah.
So that's that. Liverpool, Chelsea. We've done that. Who's winning that game? Do you reckon?
I actually think it'll be a stalemate. I think they're going to count Tuchel and Klopp are mates anyway, so they're going to cancel each other out.
Okay, cool.
I think Chelsea are going to attack them.
A lot of the big games, they just end like.
Have you been watching Chelsea? Do you know how fucking boring they are to watch?
You know what? People are telling me that Tuchel, he's doing good right now, and I know it's early days, so I'm not even going to get onto him about that. But they're boring, bro.
They are so boring,
mate.
At least on Frank, you had a bit of entertainment. They are super boring, bro.
And also, one thing that's really bothering me as well is we've mentioned it before: the stats versus the eye test. Using stats, like, that's really bothering me.
God, you need to trust your eyes, mate.
So, I don't like that people use stats to. So there was one today that like Armchair Gaffers, shout them out, Scorcher and them, man. They put up something on their Instagram and they said name, like they just put up the goals and the year, and they were like, which Arsenal legend is this?
Did I see that? I think about
which Arsenal legend was this? And it was Dennis Bergkamp, but they put his numbers up. Yeah, if you just look at
the numbers,
like, the numbers of Dennis Bergkamp.
Well, not necessarily dead, but they look disproportionate.
Yeah. And I even commented, I was like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Yeah. And then they got back to me and he was just like, no, he agrees with me, obviously. But it's just that whole thing where people use that to talk about. But I'm like, but if you watch football, you'll know.
You know, the contribution. I've always said, someone's contribution in a football match is a lot bigger than the numbers that they generally ultimately do. Do you know why? Because the numbers are so finite. You can't tell me, okay, so if you had a striker that scored, come on for, all he did for you was score a goal a game, yeah? Oh, there's going to come a point where that's not enough.
Yeah.
Even though that's his job.
Yeah.
Even though you want someone to score every match. But there's going to come a point where that's not enough. Do you know why? Because if he kills your team and you lose 2-1 every game because he keeps losing the ball, guess what? He ain't going to play. It doesn't matter how many goals he
and this is why my whole Bruno thing comes into it. Like when you look at his stats, they're outrageous.
Yeah.
In regards to goal. But if you watch him play.
But let me throw this one at you because this is a bit of a curveball.
We've got 4 minutes.
No, it's about this. Have you noticed people only ever use stats to either they use positive stats
or they use negative stats?
Or negative stats.
Yeah.
shout out to AJ Dottage. Remember when he come on and he was talking about there's a bit in between. There's a bit in. I forgot what he called it. Some kind of bias or something. There's a bit in between. Yeah. No one ever statisticizes that. Even though that's the word, statisticize. It's a good word. No one ever does that because the in between is what actually tells you what the performance is like.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? They always tell you, oh yeah, you had this amount of contributions towards goals or this amount of contributions towards wins and stuff like that. But geezer, what about the bit in between?
Yeah, shall I tell you that Opta, you do really good stats in regards to. I remember I used to follow them and whatever, and it was stats about overall play and whatever. Whereas now the stats are goal contribution, like goals and assists, like goal. I don't know when that became.
An assist one is so dumb because it's just the last geezer to touch the ball.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know where that one came in.
So imagine you could have run past 9 players, you squared it. I've just passed it across the box,
mate.
Brent's tapped it in.
Mate,
I get the assist. He gets the goal. You get no recognition.
The other day, a cross came in. Bruno was stretching for it. He didn't quite get it. Hit him. And he went to someone else.
It's an assist.
And it
records.
But when you look at that, and then you look at... And the thing, I'm not making this about Bruno, because I actually like Bruno.
No, but you don't want to like him. I've noticed this.
No, you know what it is? I've got a thing about when people hype up. When people hype up
you
players,
resist it.
I always hate it. So when people were telling me Kane from 5-6 years ago was world class, I'm not having that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yo.
When people were telling me Mason Mount deserved to be ahead of Madison and Grealish.
Yeah, that one for me.
I'm not going to have that. When you come and tell me Dele Alli was world class,
that one for me either didn't work.
I'm not having that. No. When you come and tell me Bruno is the best attacking midfielder in the world and his influence,
he's not even the best attacking midfielder in the Premier League.
I'm not having that.
Do you know what else as well? I'm not having. When people tell me that Coutinho is more valuable than Mane.
Okay, cool. We're not going to go back there because ultimately you were proved right.
I am.
Do you get what I'm saying?
So.
What I'm trying to say, like with the Bruno thing, I like him. There's times if I see him do something good, I'm like happy, but like
I know what you say. But what about the rest of the time?
Yeah, but like, let's be honest, because the only reason why I even have an opinion on it is because people put so much and say like I'm in a group with Billy. Billy will always tell me Bruno is this, and he'll
really. Is that what Billy do?
And he'll bring up his stats.
Oh,
and I said to him,
Billy.
and I said, and we spoke about it. We spoke about it before, but I'm just gonna quickly say, I said, it's amazing how Bruno, when you put his stats up against Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno's stats are better than Kevin De Bruyne's.
But
stats,
you'd never pick him up.
But you'll never ever
not in a million years. Did you say that to Billy?
I said it to Billy.
What did Billy say?
He came back with another stat.
Oh, he never.
Yeah. Like, he's never gonna.
To be fair, he done the right thing because you can't even. If he argues that, he makes himself look a fool.
Do you get what I'm saying? Or
you actually look a fool.
Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? And you know, from when Van Dijk was at Southampton, was I not saying he's the best in the league? From when he was at Southampton, I said he's the best defender in the league.
I picked, even when he was at Celtic, I said this geezer's different.
So imagine you know how much I love Van Dijk.
I do.
It got to the point people were hyping up so much, comparing him to Vidic and Rio Ferdinand.
It's not the same league as
Rio,
man.
It got to the point where I started being like, no, like let's not. I always resist that. Because I'm like, don't do that. Just let man enjoy. I'm all right with saying, do you think he could have been better than? Do you think he could have been? But then what they use stats to be like, oh, this and that and blah.
No one's stats can ever be better than Rio and Vidic anyway.
Mate.
The man, those two won together.
Mate.
It's a joke.
And last thing before we go, it's very disrespectful that those people who were calling Aubameyang finished are even allowed to even come and support him still. Because, no, because that's another thing I found.
Obama who?
Man fired us to the FA Cup, to the back end of last season. No. And then all of a sudden, this is the first time in 6-7 years.
People like Crosser.
Yeah, but
he signed the contract.
Mate, this is the first time in 6-7 years, probably even longer. That
he's had a spell.
He's had a spell.
Anywhere he's been,
but then in the moments where it's mattered,
still showing up.
He showed up.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? He got the goal. He's got the hat-trick the other week. He's got another 2. Anyway.
And he's a man that he don't need to play. He doesn't need everything else around him to be perfect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because I've got places to be. So, Lam, this has been a good one.
No, I've enjoyed it.
Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing.
Get
at us in the clips.
Yeah, get at me.
Hashtag Counterattack Podcast. If there's anything that Lamin said in this podcast that you want to argue with, please just bring it to him. More than welcome.
I'm ready.
Guys, we are out.
Peace.
See ya.